So we've heard a lot about the digital transformation in Guyana. So how does FlowPay fit into the bigger picture?
I would let Jared talk first about this because I think the bank sees it from a wider view, and then I can be more specific about how I feel that we will mature our product line to kind of fit into that. So,
sure. We were just talking about cash. We may not want to say it, but cash is a problem. And we in the banking sector have been working very hard to find ways to reduce cash. We encourage people to come into the bank, well, don't come into the bank, sorry. If you're going to get paid through an electronic means. If you're going to go pay, don't come to an ATM, use your card and go to the supermarkets, the stores. If we want to advance as an economy, and I know we all do, we need to reduce our reliance on cash. So I think we have to find ways to do this. And this particular solution, it is, I wouldn't say it's brand new. Every bank in Guyana is offering point-of-sale solutions. However, where FlowPay fits in is the fact that they're going beyond the traditional offering. And we're happy about that. We're pleased to partner with them. They are a fintech, and this is the first fintech partnership that Demerara Bank has engaged in. So we are pleased that we are pleased to have entered into this partnership, and we believe that this will really drive the digital economy forward.
and so in addition to the need for having this, because the market is transforming, to me, that transformation means a lot of transactions. It means the velocity of money is going to just increase. And if you look at Guyana 10 years ago and what it is now, the amount of transactions that happen is quite a lot. The number of merchants have increased. And so for us, we feel that the best way we can address that change that's ahead of us is to innovate. Mm-hmm. And what does that mean? That means that we need to obsess about technology. We need to bring all of the modern capabilities that are out there to Guyana. That means whether it is unattended machines, being able to pay at a vending machine or a parking lot, being able to send a link to someone to make a payment and have the product delivered to them. So those are all innovations that we need to have. It's our job, and I think our responsibility, to build solutions that make the lives of merchants better, but also expand who can do payments. Because right now it's limited to a physical device, but there are many people that provide services that don't have an actual store. It's an offline experience. And so we need to bring in new technology to address all of those different use cases.
Mm-hmm. So what developments or new services can customers and businesses expect from FlowPay?
So aside from what we've launched, mm-hmm. and in fact, I just want to share a little bit about what we've launched. So of course there's the machine, but our machine actually does several different transactions. Mm-hmm. A sale transaction, which you're used to. We allow for a teller to void a transaction if they make a mistake or there's a change of decision. Mm-hmm. We also allow for refund. If a merchant wants to offer a refund to their customers, we have that on the device itself. No one needs to call us, it's on the device. But we have something even more interesting. So many businesses would not want to give refund to every cashier. So we have the ability to offer something called a supervisor functionality, which means that Alima is checking out this coffee, and after she's done checking out this coffee, the customer comes back and they say, I want a refund, or I want to void this. I will go and perform the void, but you're the supervisor, you're approving that void. Which gives me the flexibility of interacting and providing good experience to the customer, but it also allows you as the potential owner to have control over whether or not that money is canceled or it goes back. So that control is another. Fourth, we have the ability to do something called pre-authorization. So essentially, I would like to go on a trip. I call you as a tour operator, I'd like to book a trip. You're able now to take my payment and hold my position, hold my booking, but it doesn't necessarily take the funds directly. It just holds the amount. That's called a pre-authorization. Now, let's just say now I call and I say, listen, someone's ill, I can't make it. You actually have the ability to charge a booking fee or some kind of fee. And you say, okay, I'll cancel this, but there's a cost. You can reduce that cost from the amount that you held and return the rest to me. So we offer those capabilities today. Now in the future, we hope to do more interesting things. So Apple Pay is actually being tested right now, Apple Pay and Samsung Pay. So for foreigners or even Guyanese that have foreign accounts, they'll be able to tap and pay on our device very soon. We have already tested it in the test environment. It works. And now we're just waiting for that to go live. And there's a collection of other services that we're in the planning stages of.
Well, that's really exciting. I know a lot of people are interested in Apple Pay specifically.
Yeah, definitely. And so we've had a lot of interest, and we're really excited that we've tested it. It works. In fact, I tested it myself. And it's just a matter of, I think, before the Building Expo, we should have it ready.
Oh, that's really soon too. That's this month.
Yes.
So 5 years from now, what would success look like for FlowPay?
I would say for us to continue, obviously we'd like to continue from where we are at and do better at many of the things that we do. But I would say that for us to have a significant number of solutions that address almost all acquiring needs in Guyana. And I would say that would be success to me. Now, one might argue, well, does that pose a risk to the financial sector? And I would say the answer is no. And this point is really important to me. FlowPay, our company is called Flow Catalyst Technology and Consulting, and FlowPay is our product. FTC doesn't see its role as cannibalization. It sees its role as augmenting the financial institutions that are in Guyana, so the banks in Guyana. We feel the banks in Guyana are doing a great job at deposit accounts, at giving out cards, at serving the needs of consumers. We feel there's a great role for us to play in terms of supporting the merchant side and giving them the tech they need. We will never play in the role of bank accounts and any type of deposit accounts, but we see ourselves as adding great value to solving technology needs in the market. So for us in 5 years, I would definitely like to have a huge collection of solutions that addresses that. I would like us to be able to provide e-commerce support and a lot of the technologies that you see abroad. And so for us, having that capability and doing it well, that other part is very important, doing it well, that would be a great achievement in 5 years.
Well, thank you so much for that. Is there anything else you'd like to add whilst we wrap up?
Sure. Trust is very important in the local context of things. FlowPay being a fintech, a lot of people, businesses may not know who FlowPay is, but understand that FlowPay is a strategic partner of Demerara Bank Limited, and we're very happy that they are under our umbrella. In terms of growing from here, you asked Alima the question, where does she see herself in 5 years? I want to say where I see the country in 5 years from a payments perspective. And what we are accustomed to right now is that you go into a store and a merchant pulls out a physical device and you tap your card or you insert your card to pay. But there's a lot more use cases on that, and there's a lot more payment methods that we can use. As I said before, we want to see people use their cards in taxis, on the by roadside vendors, small shops, your neighborhood grocery stores. So Demerara Bank is really partnering with FlowPay so that we can build to that capacity. I also want the public to know that we value their business and we value their money. I mentioned before that we have control over the funds and we are managing how funds are paid out with indirect contact with FlowPay. So your funds are safe, your business is safe, and Demerara Bank is regulating all of this. So we're just happy to be a part of this.
Well, thank you both so much for joining us and sharing your insights on FlowPay and the future of digital payments in Guyana.
No, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Cheers.
It was a pleasure. And thank you to our viewers for tuning into this special discussion as technology continues to transform the way we do business. Conversations like these help us better understand the opportunities and innovations shaping Guyana's future. I'm Aliyah Prasad. Have a great evening, and don't forget to join us tomorrow at 6 p.m. for another edition of Ignite News on 6 at 6. Good night.